Christmas tree inside when the kids are small.
Yeah.
And when they got teenagers, they don't want to mess around with Christmas trees.
Huh.
But
Too much work, huh?
And I would go out in the woods and get my Christmas tree.
Is that right?
Sure. Well, mountaineer brother and I go out. Well, we scout trees, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Before December, we scout hunting season. We scout trees. And he found a real good tree. We tied a ribbon on. And then come Christmas time, it's time to get a Christmas tree. Okay. So we'd hop on a horseback, go for a ride, look up the trees that we had tied a ribbon on, see if they're still a good tree. Then we'd pick one out and say, okay, we'll get that tree. So take us all here, solid the tree down, take it in. You'd wrap a rope around it. We'd take a pretty long rope, you know, like a driving rope or something like that. And when you cut the tree down, now it's laying down. And if you're careful, you can wrap that like, you know, when you buy these trees that go through, you drag it on horseback, and now you got your tree. You know.
Now that sounds like a good old-fashioned Christmas.
Well, it is. Well, we didn't have electricity.
Yeah, you didn't have electricity.
No, I lived on a farm, no electricity.
Well, then how did you? So you
put,
couldn't put lights on the tree?
No.
What'd you do?
Put bulbs on the tree. Christmas bulbs and all kinds of nice things.
Candy canes on it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. No electricity. Come on. You city slickers don't understand going living.
You remember getting presents for Christmas? Or?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What's your favorite present when you were young?
Sled.
Uh-huh.
That was my most favorite.
Did you get a flexible flyer?
Yes, it was. And it took about 2 years to get it, too. You didn't get it the first time, first asking. I came up through the Depression. In 1929, I lived in a town in Maryland. It was a very noted town. As a matter of fact, the house where my formative years from 1 to 5 years old, is a historic place the president owns of the United States.
Wow.
And that's his resort.
Which president?
To this day.
Which president?
It started in Roosevelt time. Progressed on through.
This is the house that you lived in?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's progressed through that they bought up more land, you know what I mean?
Where is this now?
It's...
You own Camp David, I guess, huh?
Well, it is Camp David.
It is?
Certainly. Oh, I didn't think you'd know that name. Camp David is where I lived.
Is that right?
Yeah, the house is on a little hill right there along the highway.
Wow.
I could think if the house is still there, I'd still there at the foot of the hill with the barn where Dad stored his horses. He had 8 horses. He was in the lumbering business.
Ah.
And at the bottom of the hill there was a little store. I used to want to go down there. Well, every time I went down there, I wanted candy. And the storekeeper one time, of course I'm a little tight now, he put me in the candy case and closed the door. Mom never said a word about it. She said, that'll teach you a lesson. I have to use the term family farm. It had been in the family for, well, it came in on Lord Baltimore land grant. Did you ever hear of Lord Baltimore?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he settled Baltimore, Maryland.
Right.
And with that was the grants. They used to grant land. And my ancestors got a land grant. And that was the farm. It wasn't very pretentious, let me tell you. The damn hilly farm, you had to work. I used to think of the horses. I followed many a horse, I gotta tell you that.
Now, when you rode a horse, did you ride with a saddle?
No.
No?
We won't ride a saddle. Who wants to take top push? Half the time, you ride a horse when you're young. You didn't even put a bridle on.
Well, how'd you hang on?
What do you mean? Sit on their back.
But what would you do with your arms?
let them hang, and when you want to go right, you tap this side of the horse. You want to go left, you tap this side of the horse.
But you wouldn't ride it fast. You wouldn't trot or.
Oh yes, you would. You're a good rider. I rode a horse standing up.
No way.
Oh yes, indeed. You go to the circus and see these people. I went home and did the same thing. My brother and I would do it. Of course, if my dad knew some of the things we ever did, he booted us, I'll tell you. But his dad was a pretty staunch person.
Standing up on a horse, huh? Like just like Annie Oakley.
Sure. Well, that's not bad.
Yeah.
If you practice a little bit, you won't learn.
But in order to practice, you got to fall off a few times.
Yeah. Yeah, but you learn how to fall off a horse.
But more than that, you learn how to get back on a horse, right?
You've been to circuses.
Yeah.
You see these people jump from one horse to another.
Yeah.
Well, we tried that. It didn't work. No, we weren't that good. But what we would do, we'd take two horses, and we'd go under a tree that was so much higher than, the limb was so much higher than a horse's back, you know.
Yeah.
So the first guy would go across, and grab a hold of the limb of the tree and hang on. The second guy would come along with his horse, and he'd drop down on that horse. While
it was moving?
Oh yeah, that's how we were, if you want to call it, hell raisers.
That's funny.
It didn't hurt anything, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just like you have kids, and you know they've cut capers, right? Well,
not my kids.
Huh?
Not my kids.
Oh no! if you ever knew,
that's so
and we'd always try to keep it away from Dad because he didn't like that kind of stuff.
No.
My brother, well, he was smart, but he wouldn't use it. He wouldn't use his talent. Too bad. And he did not drink or anything like that. He raised 9 kids. He goes to college. He wouldn't go. She wanted to get into a different field. He wouldn't do it. He had twice the knowledge I had.
Really?
Oh, he liked having fun too much. What do you think? He got married, had 9 kids.
He liked having fun too much.
Well, I'm sorry, but that's what it boils down to.